Hello and welcome to the video. I know this is a slight departure from what we usually do on this channel with animated explainer videos on hair care topics, but I did something major to my hair and I wanted to share it with you guys. Before we begin, I would like to state categorically that I am not my hair. It's just hair. It's not that serious, but if you get triggered by people putting chemicals on their hair, then perhaps this isn't the video for you. Perhaps stop watching now. But if you want to see what I did, let's get into it. So the night before I was going to do the relaxer, I did a strand test on a small portion of my hair. It's been years since I last did a relaxer, so I needed to know how long. It was quite simple, as you can see. Just literally slap the relaxer on for 10 minutes, let it process for an extra 2 minutes. It still wasn't enough. So I knew on the day I would have to go for 15 minutes. You will see that still wasn't enough. Anyway, now relaxer day came along, and yes, I'm very happy and smiley. Put on my big cape, even though really I got relaxer everywhere, like literally it was all over my face, it was everywhere. That's a little strand that has to be completely daxed. I actually put dax all over, based my scalp with that stuff, and also obviously as you're going to see in a minute, I did my hairline as well, but I put a lot of that dax on that little strand, because the thing is, you can try your best to sort of avoid the relaxer getting on it, but you'll still get at least a little bit on it. So I think it's, always a good idea to have that protected if you do a strand test. Probably should always do a strand test, really, because otherwise, how do you know? Well, especially if it's the first time a virgin relaxer. Anyway, here I'm just putting lots of dax all over the place, making sure it gets right in there behind my ear, on my nape. Don't want to get any relaxer burns. Don't remember what they feel like, because it's been 13 years since my last relaxer. I'm sure you're wondering why I decided to do it now, but yeah, we'll get into that soon. Anyway, that's the relaxer I used. I set the timer for 10 minutes initially, simply because I knew it was going to be longer than that, but the 10 minutes is just basically like a signpost to remind me, right, okay, now it's time to get smoothing, make sure everything is applied by now, and of course, get the stuff on your edges as well to make sure that they process. So yeah, to begin with, I was going quite slow, but in the end, I managed to get it all on there, but well, you'll see. Right, so I'm sure you're wondering why I decided to, go ahead and relax my hair now. It's been such a long time, but honestly, there's no real reason. To be fair, there's no real reason that people who are against such things will accept. But you know what? It's my hair. I'm a grown woman. I can do what I like to my hair. So that is the main reason I did it, just because I wanted to. But another reason really is because I've kind of lost the passion for looking after my hair. It's, I've been doing this since 2008, and I used to love it, deep condition weekly without fail. But since my son came along, I've just been so busy. It's just, I just literally never have time. Well, not the kind of time that natural hair requires. It's difficult to explain. Like when you're sitting there in the living room, thinking, right, okay, it's Saturday, I've got to do my hair. And with natural hair, it's not a wash day. Wash day is not like a few hours. It's literally the whole day. Saturday you'll spend it washing, detangling, doing this and that and the other, and the styling still isn't done, because the following day then I've got to decide, right, how am I styling this stuff, it just became all too much. And I've got a little baby, a 1-year-old, and I've also got my older daughter to look after, and cooking meals from scratch. It literally just became too much. Anyway, here I am now applying the relaxer to the edges. The edges processed really well. Anyway, back to why I decided to do it. It is literally because natural hair just became too much for, I suppose, my lifestyle. That's the basic gist of it. I basically turned into one of those people who, okay, I hate to say this, but the kind of people I used to kind of laugh at, I'm natural, but I'm natural under my wig. Do you know what I mean? And I don't wear wigs because I don't find them comfortable, but I'm really into crochet braids and actual box braids, and I turned into one of those people, basically. Natural under my crochets, natural under my whatever it is, braids or whatever. But no one ever got to see my natural hair. When it was out for like a minute, and I had to put it away straight away. And it became kind of like, right, why do I have all this long hair if I never get to friggin' enjoy it? It's annoying, But anyway, here I am washing and neutralizing and looking at the results. You'll see what happened. Still a lot of texture left. It really is not what I was going for. I was going for proper relaxed, like, as close to bone straight as I could get it without, sort of ruining my hair. But that's definitely texlaxed there. But, here, as you can see, I am putting some Olaplex. That's the number 0. That stuff is so difficult to get in your hair, honestly. I decided to kind of, sort of squeeze it into a spray bottle so I could spray it on my hair. It's not a good, whatever they did, whatever they designed was just not good enough. I will be correcting the relaxer. Actually, as I'm speaking right now, I have done a corrective relaxer, and my hair is completely straight now. But this is that day. So doing a number 3 on top of the number 0. Olaplex is amazing, by the way. Whatever your hair, like, okay, the thing is, my hair was actually coloured, not all of it, but I had bits of it coloured at the top. And obviously I knew, because I was going to relax my hair, there was no way those pieces were going to survive. So since the majority of the colour was at the very top of my head, I sort of pulled my hair forward and cut it into a fringe. And, luckily enough, that sort of was the same length as, the amount that was left was sort of took off majority of the colour. There's a little bit of colour still left, which I was still shocked. I was really shocked by. I thought it would all fall off after the relaxer, but most of the colour that I had is now gone. And also because I had a lot of postpartum shedding, my hair all along the hairline was super short anyway. When I say super short, basically the length of my fringe. That's the amount that had grown back. So I suppose it's just lucky that I did relaxer then and cut my hair when I did. So I've been wanting to have a fringe for a very long time, to be honest, because as you can see, I've got a massive forehead, or 5 head. So this is my chance to enjoy the fringe. Anyway, the Olaplex, you just let it sit in your hair for 20 minutes without heat, and then wash it off, really. I used that Long & Luxe shampoo. I think that's what it's called. You'll see it here in a second anyway. I still haven't detangled my hair this time, at that point rather. Right, so that's what I used. Quickly shampooed and moved on to Joico Moisture Recovery Deep Conditioner. Super thick. That conditioner is amazing. It left my hair so soft. It's untrue, honestly. It's best conditioner. Never used it before. I used it on the recommendation of Hairlicious on YouTube. Well, she's like the relaxed hair queen, isn't she? So, yeah, for me, because I've been in hair care for obviously over a decade, and been writing about, both natural and relaxed hair, it's really strange because the theory of how to look after relaxed hair and the practical, of actually doing it yourself is so different. So it'll be interesting to see how my hair, sort of survives or thrives or not over the next few years, or however long I remain relaxed for. I mean, I'm a woman and it's my prerogative to change my mind anyway. I could very well be transitioning to natural in, a year's time or whatever. But to be honest, though, there is reason to believe that my hair will actually thin out a great deal more before it starts to thicken up again. It will definitely thin out a lot more. I did have an operation not too long ago. It's a VSG surgery. And, well, yeah, as you can see, there I've got very under-processed hair. But anyway, yeah, I had VSG surgery, and with that, because you eat so little, you do lose a lot of your hair. For a lot of people, it's along the hairline. For some people, it might be all over the hair, just losing sort of density and volume. It may look like I have a lot of hair there, but it's because my hair is sort of still curly. That's why it still looks thick. But when it's super straight, like, my hair right now is straightened, trust me, my hair is very, very thin. And if I lose more, sort of more density, it'll not be great. It won't be great at all. But, well, it is what it is. Not a big deal. Anyway, I basically used mostly Olaplex products for that portion. I shouldn't have trimmed my hair here. Honestly, that was so stupid, trimming it. Well, it's not really a proper big trim, but I did take about an inch off of... those ends there look a bit see-through. But I did trim my hair again after I straightened it. Well, after I did the corrective relaxer and straightened it. And here I'm just doing my braid out. This is where I've always done a braid out. I like to have curls all the way until the end, and I like them to be kind of the same size, which is why I add that it's just like old belts that I used to have, or old, I literally have no clue where I got them from, but they're just sort of belts that came with clothes that weren't needed, and I just use them to do a twist at the end of my braid. I like braid outs over twist outs, but you can do this with a twist out as well. You know how it is with hair, that it tends to get sort of a bit thinner towards the ends. Not always, actually. At this stage, my hair is not much thinner towards the ends as to the roots. It's kind of very similar, but I still added them anyway because I wanted to have like full curls all the way till the end. This is actually my favorite hairstyle. Literally, when I was natural, I used to sort of blow dry my hair first and then put the styling cream on and do this exact same hairstyle. It's just literally 6 braids, and use these belt things at the end. They give you such a beautiful curl. Obviously, when I was natural, my hair was way bigger. But at the same time, it also meant that it reverted way faster. But, well, what can you do? Natural hair is what it is. Yeah, following morning, I just literally took those braids out and just separated them a little bit, not too much. Well, I just kind of separated where it felt natural, and yeah, looks nice. Okay, so that's it. My hair is now relaxed. So far, I have to say that I'm loving it. I've had a couple of wash days since that day, and even with deep conditioning and now non-existent detangling, each wash day has taken me 2 to 3 hours, including styling. Although with curly styles, I do let my hair air dry overnight. It is still so much faster, which means that I've got the motivation and actually want to do my hair every weekend. I'm not trying to find a reason why this week doesn't work for me to wash my hair. Also, I'm not left feeling guilty that my husband is dealing with our kids for hours while I battle my natural hair every weekend. I've basically got my weekends back, and it is amazing. I mentioned before that I've had VSG surgery, which means that it's very likely that I will lose some hair volume again, similar to the postpartum shedding that I experienced a year ago when I had my son. But I am told that once my nutrition improves or increases, as it were, the hair will grow back. I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really terrified of how thin my hair will look while waiting for the volume to increase. So if anyone has any tips or tricks on how to style thin hair to make it look, sort of more voluminous, I would appreciate it. Just leave it in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.